I had a good job and I was making good money, and I'm thinking, do I really need this bodybuilding thing? You know, and I was thinking like, I'm getting beat by guys like, you know, Lee, half my size. Is this really meant for me? You know, all this work and all this diet and all this hard work I'm putting in, is it really necessary for me to do this? You know, because I got this good job at the police department, making good money and got a good career and everything. You know, I can always opt out of this bodybuilding thing, just stay with this, you know, and still live a good life and have a good career. I remember when I first herniated my disc. Yeah, it was painful. You know, to have a disc just pop out. I was actually getting ready for the Arnold Classic at this time. It was December 1996, and I qualified for my first Arnold Classic. And the thing about it is I kept working out. You know, I was squatting 600 pounds, and you know, 600 pounds for me is like nothing. I always do like, you know, 12 to 15 reps with that, and I was coming up on rep number 8, and pow, the disc just pop out. What happened was I took like a couple weeks off, 2 or 3 weeks off for the Olympia, and I thought, you know, my strength would still be the same, but it wasn't. You know, you lose strength after you take off time from working out. But I didn't know that at the time until I was coming up on rep number 8 and it popped out. Because for me, you know, straining and all this kind of stuff. So I went on over and did leg press, did my hamstring, a couple exercises, came home and I ate, took a shower, put on my uniform to go to work, and I'm like, wait a minute, still in pain. So I was getting ready to go to work, and I like, should I make this right turn and go to work, or should I make this left turn and go to the hospital? So I made the left turn, went to the hospital, and found out, you know, I had a herniated disc. When they told me that I had a herniated disc, he said, you can either have surgery, or you could rehabilitate this yourself by, you know, going to chiropractor or whatever. So I like, surgery's out. Because I had a buddy that said, man, hey, whatever you do, don't ever have back surgery, because once you do, it's over. You know, you never be the same. Yeah. So I opted for the chiropractor, and it did me a world of good. You know, for 2 weeks after that herniated disc, I laid on the floor, you know, in my house, didn't go to work or nothing, and just kind of like went to the chiropractor every single day. And they got me to the point where after 2 weeks, I was able to go back to the gym and start back working out and get ready for the Arnold Classic. That happened in '96, December '96. Funny thing about '97 is when I went back to training, of course, the first thing I do when I go back to the gym is squats. Because I got to get rid of this fear of doing squats after I herniated my disc doing squats. So I go back to the gym, and the first thing I do is squats. You know, of course I can't do 600 because I got a herniated disc, but I can do 300 for, you know, like 10, 12 reps or whatever, and that's good enough for me. So I go back and get ready and do my first show with the Ironman. The Arnold Classic was the weekend after. So I go back in '97 and I get beat. And you know, I thought I'd do a lot better. You know, since, you know, I've been competing for a while, and you know, this is about my 5th year being a pro. I won some pro shows before I won my first show in '95, '96. I won another one. So I'm thinking, you know, I'm going to Ironman, I should be able to win this thing just as easy, because I do real good in the small shows, you know, but when it comes to the big shows like the Olympia and Arnold Classic, I also come up against more competition. So I go to Ironman and Lee pre-beats me. I'm like, what the hell? How can I be getting beat by a guy this tall? I'm real discouraged. I'm like, man, I don't know. Is this for me? Am I supposed to be doing bodybuilding or what? You know, I got a job at the police department, making a lot of money. I got a good career. You know, I got all these part-time jobs. Back then, you know, I was working for my apartment complex. You know, free rent there. And then I would work at Denny's on the weekends. You know, making cash money, $80 a night. And then I had another job at the Western Warehouse where I would make cash money over there sometimes, you know, like $80 a night there too. So, you know, I'm doing pretty good in the police department, you know. I'm thinking like, do I really need bodybuilding, you know? Because I'm driving nice cars, got free rent. So I go into the Arnold Classic, and man, my place I'm going by the call outs, you know. I'm not getting called out with the top guys. I'm like, dang, oh man, Lee Priest gonna beat me again. And this is not looking good. So I went back to my room. I was so discouraged after pre-judge, and I told my girlfriend at the time, Vicky Gates, she was a pro bodybuilder, and she was competing in the Arnold Class. She had already won it, you know, and everything. And I'm like, man, I don't know if this is for me or not. I think this might be my last show. And she looked at me, she said, boy, shut up, you ain't about to quit. And I thought for a minute, I'm like, you got a point there, you know, if I quit bodybuilding, you know, I lose my free membership to the gym. Because, you know, the reason why I got into sport is because, you know, Brian told me he'd give me a free membership if I competed. You know, if I could quit competing, then, you know, I lose my free membership. And I thought about that. I'm like, no, I think I'm gonna stay with this. So I went on and did the Arnold Classic, and fortunately for me, you know, I ended up in fourth, and I beat Lee, you know, and some other guys, and I'm like, okay, I guess this is for me. So that was a hard lesson for me to learn right there, you know, from being injured and coming back and trying to get back on track and everything. And it gave me a lot bit more confidence to hang around in the sport.